Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Sober Second Thoughts here on the Fifth Quarter Show on YouTube. And let's get right to it. We're going to start with the drop. Ticats, Blue Bombers, last week, each team punted on their first possession. Winnipeg then scored a touchdown. Zach Caleros to Kevin's Claricius, 7-0 Winnipeg. That was followed by an impressive drive by the Ticats. James Butler, an 18-yard touchdown run, 7-7. Sergio Castillo kicks a field goal for Winnipeg. It is 10-7 Bombers. 121 into the second quarter. First and 10 Hamilton. They're at the Winnipeg 54. Bo Levi drops a 44-yard bomb right into the hands of Tim White at the Winnipeg 10. White is wide open. It's a surefire touchdown, but he drops the ball. And a catch that would have made it 14-10 Ticats early in the second quarter. Now, who knows what would happen after that, but the Ticats after that could only muster a field goal the rest of the game. White was thrown to 4 more times. He made 2 catches for 30 yards, ended up with 4 receptions on the night for 50 yards, 0 touchdowns. By the way, White is two games left, 2 yards shy of hitting that 1,000-yard plateau for the 3rd season in a row. Last Ticats receiver to go back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, Brandon Banks, 2017 to 2019. Who is the most outstanding player in the Canadian Football League? It is one of the questions that many fans and pundits are asking themselves. It's hard to even make a top 3 because there are so many deserving players, so many players you can make an argument for. There's Bombers running back Brady Oliveira, leading the CFL in rushing. His team's in first place. He's got a great teammate in Terrell Ford, who's number 2 with 7 interceptions. Rough Riders defensive back Roland Milligan, number 1 with 8 picks. He also leads the league with 19 special teams tackles. Montreal linebacker Tyrese Beverette, who might be the best player in the league right now. Number 1 in forced fumbles, 3rd in defensive tackles. Bo Levi Mitchell, his team is not in a playoff position right now, but he's got the most passing yards, the most touchdowns, and one of the driving forces of this Ticats resurgence in the late stage of this season. BC's Justin McGinnis and Ottawa's Justin Hardy, 2 phenomenal receivers who have about 250 yards more than Tim White, who's in 3rd place. Montreal quarterback Cody Fajardo should also be considered. I mean, the stats don't really jump out at you because he's missed a bunch of games, but he is leading a team with the best record in the league, and he's playing fantastic. I mean, the last 3 weeks of this season will cement a MOP favorite. Who it's going to be, I don't know. And let's get to the Ticats' playoff hopes, playoff dream. Still alive, hanging by a thread at this point. The only way the Tiger Cats can get in is if they win their last 2 games of the regular season. They're hosting Calgary next week. They're finishing off the season in Ottawa in the final week of the campaign. They got to win those 2 games. And also hope that Toronto fails to get even 1 point out of their last 3, including this Friday's contest against Winnipeg. And if Toronto wins or ties the Bombers, I think Hamilton should probably start Bo Levi Mitchell in the final home game of the season against Calgary, and then give 3rd stringer Talia Tungavaloa the rest of the game. Have the hometown fans eyeball this guy, see what he's got, and then start backup quarterback Taylor Powell in the regular season finale in Ottawa. Give him one final start of the season, and so all 3 kind of quarterbacks are worked in this season. Remember, Bo is under contract for 2025, and I think, if I'm being honest with myself, I think the Ticats give him a chance to compete for the number 1 position next spring. Him, Taylor Powell, Talia Tungavaloa, Harrison Frost probably will be back as well, or maybe they get another quarterback. They'll probably bring 4 or 5 to camp, but I think Bo will be back next spring. Is he going to be the guy? Can he still get it done in crunch time? We saw it over a great 4-game stretch. I think it could be a distinct possibility that he is indeed at training camp next spring. Don't forget, The Tiger Cats are hosting the Calgary Stampeders on Friday, October the 18th. That is the next show for the fifth quarter show on YouTube. Kickoff is at 7. We'll be live at about 10 p.m. This Thursday. Picks, props, and predictions had a kind of week last week. We'll try to turn the tide on Thursday. Thanks for subscribing, telling your friends, hitting that notification bell, and joining me every Tuesday, Thursday, and after every Ticats game here on the fifth quarter show on YouTube. Oski wee wee.